All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am VC Pramod and with me is Renu Kataria. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to dedicate and lay foundation stone of projects worth over 8,000 crore rupees at Amod in Bharuch, Gujarat today. To also inaugurate phase 1 of Modi Shaikshanik Sankuul in Ahmedabad. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says peaceful and prosperous Assam is required for progress of all remaining states of the northeast. Aam Aadmi Party leader Rajendra Pal Gautam resigns from Delhi cabinet after denouncing Hindu gods and goddesses at a mass religious conversion event. 2 terrorists killed in an encounter with security forces in Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. Uttar Pradesh government closes schools in several districts following heavy rain in the state. IMD issues yellow alert for heavy rain in most parts of Telangana during the next 2 days. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar inaugurates new Indian High Commission Chancery at Wellington in New Zealand. In cricket, India beat South Africa by 7 wickets in second ODI in Ranchi to level 3-match series 1-1, and India to take on Thailand in Women's Asia Cup T20 at Sylhet in Bangladesh this afternoon. On the second day of his 3-day visit to Gujarat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate to the nation and lay the foundation stone of projects worth over 8,000 crore rupees in Amod, Bharuch this morning. Around 3:15 p.m. in Ahmedabad, Prime Minister will inaugurate phase 1 of the Modi Shaikshanik Sankuul, an educational complex for needy students. The project will help provide facilities to students for holistic development. Thereafter, around 5:30 p.m., Mr. Modi will dedicate and lay the foundation stone of projects worth over around 1,450 crore rupees in Jamnagar. These projects relate to irrigation, power, water supply and urban infrastructure. More from our correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit industrial town Bharuch today morning. PM will lay the foundation stone for Gujarat's first bulk drug park at Jambusar, which will be built at a cost of rupees 2,500 crore. Apart from this, PM will lay the foundation stone for deep sea pipeline project at Dahej along with multiple industrial parks. These include 4 tribal industrial parks to be set up at Walia in Bharuch, Amirgarh in Banaskantha, Chakalia in Dahod and Wanar in Chota Udaipur. Apart from this, foundation stone will also be led by PM Modi for 1 agro-food park, seafood park and MSME park today. PM will also dedicate 800 TPD caustic soda plant at Dahej. PM will also lay the foundation stone for phase 1 of Ankleshwar Airport and the development of multi-level industrial sheds at Ankleshwar and Panoli. After Bharuch, Mr. Modi will address a rally in Anand. Aparna Khund, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Yesterday, Prime Minister dedicated and laid the foundation stone of several developmental projects worth over 3,000 crore rupees in Mehsana district. Mr. Modi also declared Modhera in Mehsana district as the country's first 24/7 solar-powered village. The 80 crore rupees solar energy project is a joint effort by the central and state governments. Addressing the gathering, Mr. Modi said a new energy of development has been infused for Modhera, Mehsana and the whole of North Gujarat.
आज मोढेरा के लिए, महसाणा के लिए और पूरे नॉर्थ गुजरात के लिए विकास की नई ऊर्जा का संचार हुआ है। बिजली, पानी से लेकर रोड, रेल तक, डेयरी से लेकर कौशल विकास और स्वास्थ्य से जुड़े अनेक प्रोजेक्ट का आज लोकार्पण और शिलान्यास हुआ है। हजारों करोड़ रुपए से अधिक के ये प्रोजेक्ट रोजगार के नए अवसर पैदा करेंगे, किसानों और पशुपालकों की आय बढ़ाने में मदद करेंगे और इस पूरे क्षेत्र में हेरिटेज टूरिज्म से जुड़ी सुविधाओं को भी विस्तार देंगे.
The Prime Minister said Modhera has become an example for the nation for amalgamating new technology with our glorious heritage.
पहले दुनिया मोढेरा को सूर्य मंदिर की वजह से जानती थी, लेकिन अब मोढेरा के सूर्य मंदिर से प्रेरणा लेकर के मोढेरा सूर्यग्राम भी बन सकता है. ये दोनों एक साथ दुनिया में पहचाने जाएंगे और मोढेरा पर्यावरणवादियों के लिए दुनिया के मैप पर अपनी जगह बना लेगा.
Mr. Modi asserted that India should aim to become an energy provider to the world by leveraging the abundant natural resources and by propelling renewable energy initiatives.
केंद्र सरकार ये लगातार प्रयास कर रही है कि अब लोग अपने घरों में सोलर पैनल लगाएंगे, किसान अपने खेतों में बिजली पैदा करेंगे, छेड़ा ऊपर सौर पंप भी लगाएंगे और इसके लिए सरकार सोलर पावर को बढ़ावा देने के लिए आर्थिक मदद दे रही है. लाखों सोलर पंप विस्तृत कर रही है देश भर में.
In Madhya Pradesh, there will be a festival of lights like Deepavali in the entire state on the day of the inauguration of the newly constructed Mahakal Lok in Ujjain. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the Mahakal Lok tomorrow. Mr. Modi will also address a public meeting in Ujjain. Our correspondent has filed this report.
In all 52 districts of Madhya Pradesh, lamps will be lit in all major temples and religious places with attractive decorations. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has also appealed to the citizens to light lamps in every house.
अगर उज्जैन ना आ सके तो अपने गांव के मंदिर में दीपक जलाएं, साज सज्जा करें, वहाँ भजन हो, कीर्तन हो, पूजन हो, अभिषेक हो, आरती हो और सारा गांव फिर अपने मंदिर के प्रांगण में बैठकर ही श्री महाकाल लोक के लोकार्पण का कार्यक्रम देखें.
The inauguration ceremony will also be telecast live across the state. With the inauguration of Mahakal Lok, employment opportunities will also increase in this area through religious tourism. Ujjain is surrounded by Mandu, Omkareshwar and the famous Pashupatinath temple in Mandsaur. As a result, this entire Malwa region will generate employment on a large scale through this religious corridor. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that a peaceful Assam is required for a peaceful Northeast. He said that peaceful and prosperous Assam is required for the progress of all the remaining states of the region. Addressing a two-day conference of superintendents of police at Dergaon in Assam, Union Home Minister said tremendous progress has been made by Assam and Northeast due to improved law and order situation. Mr. Shah asked Assam police to initiate more people-friendly measures. He emphasized that as the law and order situation has been improved in the state, police should now emphasize on citizen-centric measures. The two-day conference is likely to hold discussion on present law and order situation of the state, people's friendly measures, among other issues. Earlier, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah chaired the 70th plenary session of North Eastern Council in Guwahati. Speaking at the event, Mr. Shah said that solving militancy, improvements in connectivity and implementation of welfare initiatives in the northeastern states are the top priorities of central government. He asked all chief ministers of the northeastern states to take the help of Northeastern Space Application Center to mitigate flood issues and promote tourism and forestation. Talking to media, Minister for Donor G. Kishan Reddy said the central government is working relentlessly to bring peace and prosperity in the northeastern region.
We are taking feedback from governors, we are taking feedback chief ministers, we are taking feedback from chief secretaries, other officers, even agriculture sector, tourism sector, infrastructure sector, service sector and horticulture sector, handloom sector. We are concentrating, we are discussing with all these fields how we can support the northeast region.
The plenary session reviewed the status of different projects in northeastern region, deliberated on how to fast-track the progress of ongoing projects in the region. The BJP has released its list of candidates for assembly by-elections in Bihar and Odisha. Party has fielded Kusum Devi from Gopalganj seat and Sonam Devi from Mokama seat in Bihar. From Odisha's Dhamnagar, BJP has fielded Suryabanshi Suraj Sita Pragna. Polling in 7 assembly seats in 6 states is scheduled on the 3rd of next month.
Aam Aadmi Party leader Rajendra Pal Gautam has resigned from Delhi cabinet after facing flack over his participation in a mass religious conversion event where Hindu gods and goddesses were denounced. The video of the program, which was organized on October 5th, the day of the Shera in Delhi, sparked a huge controversy involving the AAP leader and Delhi's Social Welfare Minister Gautam. The BJP had strongly criticized Mr. Gautam for his participation in the event and demanded his resignation from the Kejriwal government. The BJP had accused Mr. Gautam and Aam Aadmi Party of hurting sentiments of Hindus and trying to create communal disturbance in the country. In Morning Matters, now let's listen to a discussion on drug-free India, drug trafficking and national security. The participants are Dr. Rajesh Kumar, expert in the field of drug abuse prevention, and Aditi Tandon, journalist.
Dr. Kumar, the regional meetings on drug trafficking issues have been almost institutionalized now, and there's a great focus on blocking the chains of drug traffickers and also finding their links to internal problems and also to insurgency. When Amit Shah was addressing this meeting, he made it very clear that the fight against drugs cannot be fought by the center alone and that every state government has to pitch in this fight. How do you look at the overall scenario of drug trafficking in the country, the patterns and their links to internal and external security?
This is a very, very positive step for reducing vulnerability as a country because we are a transit country and consumer country both. In fact, on the eastern side, Myanmar, Laos and Thailand, these are the countries which are generally called Golden Triangle, and we receive a lot of opium or opiates, heroin, types of drugs from eastern part of the country. And unfortunately, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram, these are the three states which are highly affected because they are not only the transit route, but they are now consumer also. Similarly, on the western side, that is Afghanistan, Pakistan and Iran, these are the three countries which again produces maximum opium and heroin. And on our western side, we have a rogue country which creates a lot of problem for a country like India, which is a very peaceful country. And they have been trying to push drug in India. So unless and until we reduce the supply, and national security is directly linked with a supply and demand of drug use and drug supply. And now globally it is established that narco-terrorism is something which needs to be addressed. UN is addressing it. All the top international countries, those who are interested in supply reduction, they are addressing it. And the initiative of Government of India in last 3 years have started yielding results.
You mentioned the areas that increase India's vulnerability on the west and the eastern fronts. But if you look at the Narcotics Control Bureau's latest annual report, they have flagged certain very important trends, which I'm sure, Dr. Kumar, you would have also seen. They have said that drug trafficking through sea routes in the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. What, according to you, is the preparation and readiness in our country to deal with this rising challenge?
See, earlier, drug used to come directly from Punjab, J&K and part of Rajasthan. Since Government of India and the state governments have increased their vigilance, increased their efforts to reduce, so what has happened now? Most of the drug cartels based in Pakistan or in Afghanistan, they have started routing their drug through the sea route. And the Gujarat people were not aware that their land is also being used for the transit of drug supply in India. So not recently, in last 2.5 or 3 years, large number of consignments have been caught, in the Porbandar area, Kutch area, because drug suppliers understand that the people in Gujarat area are not very vigilant for drug trafficking, and now since they were not vigilant, so they were using this route. So this is a recent trend which was not there 5 years back. So all the efforts, whatever we are on the land route, now that is being defeated by the sea route.
Also, Dr. Kumar, apart from the sea route, we saw that use of couriers, parcels and postal services to smuggle drugs also went up drastically. So the increased risk of couriers or of postal services is also being directly linked to the increased dark web activity in India.
Please understand why people are using all these channels or all these routes. The reason is there is a huge demand. Around 3 crore people are consuming heroin every day in the country. And it is a global estimate. You cannot catch more than 5% of the drug which is available in the market. So still 95% drugs are in the market. There are 3 new techniques, and it is not only for India. Like the large number of drug users in US, they are getting their drug through the couriers. So they are getting mostly drug produced in China or produced in some countries. There is a drug called fentanyl, which is so easy to sent from a country A to country B. Another disturbing trend is now the drug cartels are using, this is called drone. The drone goes from Indian side to Pakistani side and the drug is loaded on that particular drone and that comes back to the India. Then the tunnels are digged. The most important and critical aspect, how we reduce our demand. And demand can be reduced only by two ways. Number one, those who are not using drug must not and should not use drug. That's one way. Another, those who are using drug, they should be provided treatment. They should be provided all the support to come out from the drug web. So these two are equally important.
Thank you so much for this overview. Thank you, Dr. Kumar.
Thank you.
Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, has arrested Abhishek Boinpalli in an ongoing investigation of a case related to alleged irregularities in framing and implementation of the Delhi excise policy. Officials said the arrested accused will be produced before the competent court. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists were killed in an encounter with security forces in Anantnag district today. The gun battle broke out late last night in Tangpawa in Anantnag district. The identity of the slain terrorists are being ascertained. The encounter continued when reports last came in.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to dedicate and lay foundation stone of projects worth over 8,000 crore rupees at Amod in Bharuch, Gujarat today, to also inaugurate phase 1 of Modi Shaikshanik Sankul in Ahmedabad. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says peaceful and prosperous Assam is required for progress of all remaining states of Northeast. Aam Aadmi Party leader Rajendra Pal Gautam resigns from Delhi cabinet after denouncing Hindu gods and goddesses at a mass religious conversion event. 2 terrorists killed in an encounter with security forces in Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. Uttar Pradesh government closes schools in several districts following heavy rain in the state. IMD issues yellow alert for heavy rain in most parts of Telangana during the next 2 days. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar inaugurates new Indian High Commission Chancery at Wellington in New Zealand. In cricket, India beat South Africa by 7 wickets in second ODI in Ranchi to level 3-match series 1-1. And India to take on Thailand in Women's Asia Cup T20 at Sylhet in Bangladesh this afternoon. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
क्या आप वरिष्ठ नागरिक हैं? क्या आपके मन में सेहत, आर्थिक, सामाजिक या भावनात्मक मुद्दों से जुड़ा कोई सवाल है? आकाशवाणी आपके लिए लेकर आया है कार्यक्रम एक कदम और बुजुर्गों के लिए, हर रविवार रात 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड पर। आप अपने सवाल हमें व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर भेज सकते हैं या इस पते पर ईमेल कर सकते हैं एक कदम और airnews@gmail.com।
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has inaugurated the new Indian High Commission Chancery in Wellington in New Zealand. He said inauguration of the new Indian High Commission Chancery and 3 ministerial visits in a short span of time reflect our shared desire to grow India-New Zealand ties. Dr. Jaishankar said playing with each other's strengths is a more sensible way of growing the important relationship between the two countries. External Affairs Minister also said that the relationship between both the countries is due for an update and due for refresh. While addressing members of the Indian community, he highlighted the possibilities for increased cooperation in various sectors. Minister of State for External Affairs Meenakshi Lekhi will be on a 4-day official visit to Georgia and Kazakhstan from today. This will be the first visit of Ms. Lekhi to Georgia. During the visit, she will meet the Foreign Minister of Georgia as well as other senior dignitaries to review various facets of bilateral cooperation. Ms. Lekhi will also interact with Indian students in Georgia who are an important link between the two countries. The minister will lead the Indian delegation to the 6th summit meeting of the Conference of Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, CICA, to be held in Astana in Kazakhstan. On the sidelines of the CICA summit, Ms. Lekhi will also have some bilateral meetings with senior dignitaries and ministers from other participating countries, including Kazakhstan.
In Uttar Pradesh, torrential rain has disrupted normal life in almost every part of the state. Unprecedented weather conditions have forced the administration to close schools till 12 in many districts of the state from today. Meteorological Department has issued warning of heavy rain in the next 24 hours. We have a report.
In the wake of the warning issued by Meteorological Department, administration in state capital Lucknow has issued advisory to the citizen to not to go outside unless it is very necessary. Administration has also issued helpline numbers in case of emergency. Almost all districts of Uttar Pradesh are witnessing heavy to moderate rain from last 24 hours after a brief relief yesterday. Lightning and other rain-related accidents have claimed several lives in different districts. Trees have fallen, power supply disrupted, lanes are waterlogged and normal traffic affected badly due to torrential rain. Farmers are now worried about their paddy and other crops. Many major rivers are in spate and water level of rivers like Sharda, Ghagra, Saryu and Rapti is rising continuously. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
India Meteorological Department IMD has issued yellow alert for heavy rain in most parts of Telangana, including Hyderabad city, over the next 2 days. IMD said that heavy rains will continue in the city over the next few days due to prevailing low-level southeasterly cold winds over the state. Light to moderate rain or thunder showers are expected in parts of the city for the next 2 days. As per officials, western parts of Hyderabad recorded the highest rainfall yesterday, with areas like Shaikpet, which reported rainfall of over 16 centimeters, and Madhapur reported rainfall of over 12 centimeters.
In national capital Delhi, a 4-year-old girl died and 9 others were injured when a building collapsed in Farash Khana area yesterday evening. Delhi fire officials said the injured have been admitted to the hospital for treatment. The officials said the department received a call around 7:30 p.m. about the incident and 8 fire tenders were rushed to the spot to carry out rescue operations. Delhi Police and National Disaster Response Force NDRF personnel were also at the spot for rescue operation. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with the series Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashvani Ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of cinema, journey of Marathi, Bengali, Gujarati, Punjabi and Bhojpuri films.
Apart from the major film-producing states catering to languages like Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam and Kannada, film production also takes place in other languages like Marathi, Bengali, Gujarati, Punjabi and Bhojpuri. Marathi cinema happens parallel to the Hindi cinema from Mumbai. Stalwarts like Dada Saheb Phalke and V. Shantaram built the base for Marathi films which are known for their content values. Thespians like Dada Kondke, Nana Patekar, Amol Palekar, Smita Patil and Sachin enthralled winner Satyajit Ray. The Apu trilogy of Ray won accolades at all the major international film festivals. Pather Panchali, the first part Suparna Ghosh and Aparna Sen took Bengali films to greater heights. Actors like Uttam Kumar and Utpal Dutt added caliber to Bengali films. Ever since its inception in the 1930s, Gujarati cinema industry has successfully produced over 1,000 Gujarati movies. Some of the movies in the current era have gathered international accolades. Upendra Trivedi was one of the most successful Gujarati actors and producers. Bhavani Bhavai, directed by Ketan Mehta, won the National Award for Best Feature Film on National Integration. The first Punjabi talkie film, Heer Ranjha, was released in 1932. Prominent actors like K.L. Sehgal, Prithvi Raj Kapoor, Dilip Kumar and Dev Anand, Dharmendra and singers such as Mohammad Rafi, Noor Jahan and Shamshad Begum enriched this film industry. The first Bhojpuri talkie film, Ganga Maiya Tohe Piari Chadhaibo, was released in 1963. The 80s saw the release of many notable as well as run-of-the-mill Bhojpuri films like Chandwa Ke Taki Chakor, Ganga Kinare Mora Gaon and Sampurn Tirth Yatra. Bhojpuri movies are seen across various parts of North America, Europe and Asia, where second and third generation migrants still speak the language, as well as in Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname, Fiji, Mauritius and South Africa. Ravi Kishan and Manoj Tiwari are the leading actors of Bhojpuri films.
Union Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has nominated Law Minister Kiren Rijiju, athlete Neeraj Chopra and actor Ajay Devgan to join the Kick Off the Dream campaign and show support for India female footballers participating in FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup for the first time. In a tweet, Mr. Thakur said, "Let every Indian join in and cheer for our girls." Under-17 Women's World Cup will be held in Bhubaneswar, Goa and Navi Mumbai from tomorrow. In the second one-day international cricket, India beat South Africa by 7 wickets at the JSCA International Stadium complex in Ranchi last night to level the 3-match series 1-1. Batting first, South Africa posted 278 for 7 in the stipulated 50 overs with the help of Aiden Markram 79 and Reza Hendricks 74 runs. In reply, India overhauled the target in just 45.5 overs for the loss of 3 wickets, riding on Shreyas Iyer's unbeaten 113 and Ishant Kishan's 93 runs. Shreyas Iyer was declared player of the match. The third and final one-day international of the series will be played at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi tomorrow.
In the Women's Asia Cup T20 cricket, India will take on Thailand in Sylhet, Bangladesh today. The match will start at 1 p.m. Indian time. Indian women led by Harmanpreet Kaur will face Thailand in their 6th league stage game. India remain at the top of the table with 8 points on the opening 5 group stage matches. In their last game, they defeated Bangladesh. On the other hand, Thailand women lost their first 2 games and won the next 3 fixtures to keep their semi-final hopes alive. They prevailed against Malaysian women in their last game. Tennis star Novak Djokovic clinched his 90th ATP title after registering straight sets victory over Stefanos Tsitsipas in the final of the Astana Open in Kazakhstan yesterday. The 21-time Grand Slam champion from Serbia beat his Greek opponent 6-3, 6-4.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. Almost all dailies have on their front page the story of more than 300 hotels, firms and transport services to be allowed to operate 24/7 in Delhi. PM declares Gujarat village first with full solar power is the headline in the Hindustan Times. Modhera becomes first solar-powered village is the lead in the Statesman. Sun will power Sun Temple Village Modhera 24/7 is the lead in the Pioneer. Cotton Row over conversion event, AAP Minister resigns in Delhi is the lead in the Indian Express. AAP Minister in Delhi quits over attending conversion ceremony is the lead in the Hindu on Rajendra Pal Gautam tendering his resignation. And finally, Delhi Air goes from satisfactory to good is a story in the Hindustan Times on the AQI of the city dropping to a level of 47.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to dedicate and lay foundation stone of projects worth over 8,000 crore rupees at Amod in Bharuch, Gujarat today. To also inaugurate phase 1 of Modi Shaikshanik Sankhul in Ahmedabad. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says peaceful and prosperous Assam is required for progress of all remaining states of the Northeast. Aam Aadmi Party leader Rajendra Pal Gautam resigns from Delhi cabinet after denouncing Hindu gods and goddesses at a mass religious conversion event. 2 terrorists killed in an encounter with security forces in Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. Uttar Pradesh government closes schools in several districts following heavy rains in the state. IMD issues yellow alert for heavy rain in most parts of Telangana during the next 2 days. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar inaugurates new Indian High Commission Chancery at Wellington in New Zealand. In cricket, India beat South Africa by 7 wickets in second ODI in Ranchi to level 3-match series 1-1. And India to take on Thailand in Women's Asia Cup T20 at Sylhet in Bangladesh this afternoon. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.